They call it mercy, but have forsaken judgment. They preach grace, but have gagged truth. The lamp flickers, the road narrows. And still, the watchman sees.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Isaiah LXX. I'm your host, Whitefire, and I'm here to take you on a ride, not just through Scripture, but into the core of the gospel. We're here to uncover the meaning behind the words we've long taken for granted, to peel back the layers beneath the pages, and discover the heartbeat of the word. So you might be asking, who is this fruitcake? What's this channel really about? And more importantly, why should I care? Fair questions. So let's take them one at a time. First of all, who I am is really of no consequence. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a Christian since I was 6, and have always wrestled with understanding the word for nearly 42 years. Eventually, I just got tired of it not making any sense. So instead of dropping away, I decided to start digging deeper. I studied original languages, the culture, the context, and the audience Scripture was actually written to. Somewhere along the way, I guess God saw my efforts, because the deeper I went, the more He began to reveal. Now, I want to share what I found. Now, make no mistakes. I'm not a scholar, not a prophet, not ordained by any church. I'm just a student who yearns to learn. And what better way to test my findings than to be challenged by them? So how does this work? Isaiah LXX isn't a pulpit. It's not a production. It's a platform. One built for deep study, honest questions, and uncomfortable answers. I'll bring what I've learned. You bring what you know. Together, we'll measure it against Scripture. We'll challenge weak theology, not people. We'll test ideas, not egos. You're not required to agree. You're just invited to think. If something I say doesn't align, bring your evidence. Not to argue, but to sharpen. Because here, iron sharpens iron. So if you leave your comments below, challenge, question, wrestle, reflect. This isn't a monologue. It's a mission. So why do I feel this is needed? Because I've sat on the sidelines for too long, watching the gospel get twisted to serve agendas, poisoned to make people more comfortable. I'd read what some were teaching, and I'd ask, where are they getting this from? The gospel isn't a security blanket. It's a mirror. It reveals that we are lost, condemned, and wicked, not to shame us, but to wake us up. And off in the distance, there's a light from God, who saw what we become and said, I can't leave him like this. He came down, picked us up from the muck, washed us clean, and pointed our eyes heavenward, towards the one who made us. Then he asks, do you trust him? We do trust him, but we also need to know what we're trusting him for. That's why Isaiah LXX exists, to clear away distortion, to point back to that light, and to remember what redemption really means. So that's it. Not exactly thunderous revelation that'll shake the theological world, but for the first episode, I figured we'd start somewhere in the shallow end and work our way out. Now that you know a little bit about me, I'd love to know more about you. Sure, I'd appreciate the likes and subscribes, but more than that, I encourage you to leave a comment below. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you here. The beautiful thing is there are no wrong answers. except for maybe I just came to troll you. As time goes on, I'll respond to questions and we'll wrestle with our theologies together. Either way, thanks for making it this far, and God bless. Let him who has ears to hear, let us all hear.